And so you knew they were going to come for you. You had to know that. Now, to the degree that they're doing so, I get where you're coming from.
The WNBA is rocking. What could we have more? I mean, I just think, you know, from a salary standpoint.
I mean, I'm just really happy for this organization, obviously. I mean, look at these fans, they're incredible, so. If it
Remember the day when Angel Reese was the most popular NCAA champion in the world on social media? The WNBA star's career is in ruins, and she faces a lifetime ban. How did things go so wrong so quickly? Before we continue, I would like to ask you a small favor. If you enjoy this content, please take a moment to like this video. Additionally, 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing, which is free but very helpful to us. If you did, thank you very much. Let's return to the video where we're breaking down the journey from K-basketball star to professional player. You won't believe the crazy detours that led to this shocking revelation.
Chicago Sky said goodbye to Teresa Weatherspoon, saying that it was time to, quote, make a change.
Would Angel Reese prematurely end her rookie season to spare herself the embarrassment of losing Rookie of the Year to Kate?
26. This story is more surreal than any game-winning buzzer beater, I assure you. Let's reminisce about the days when Angel Reese was the dominant player in college basketball. She was unstoppable, a force to be reckoned with in the NCAA, and her performances left both opponents and fans in awe. However, something strange happened when Reese joined the WNBA, and suddenly she couldn't even score double digits in half of her games. It's like watching a completely different player. The confident, assertive Reese we knew in college seems to have vanished. She is struggling to find her rhythm and is missing shots she used to take while she slept. Everywhere Caitlin Clark goes, she breaks rookie records.
Sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it.
But she's pretending like there is something there. There's one person who is driving all this, and it's Angel.
These two former college stars couldn't be more different from one another. Ree, who is making every effort to succeed, is under increasing strain. Every time Clark takes the court, you can see the desperation in her eyes. Why was Angel Rianne from the WNBA for life trash talk? She's been fabricating injuries and even using the race card against Clark, but nothing is improving her game, and her antics are getting worse. Clark's transition to the professional ranks seems to be going well, and she's putting up numbers that make veteran players jealous, are growing older with both teammates and supporters. This is where things start to get crazy, so prepare yourself in a last-ditch effort to stay up with. It's unbelievable that the collegiate star, who everyone thought was bound for WNBA glory, Clark Reese, turned to cheating by using steroids in the hopes that they would give her the edge she needed. Talk about a backfire. Despite the juice, R couldn't match Clark's skill set. Steroids didn't make her the player she was in college. Instead, they fanned the dumpster fire that was turning into her professional career.
To call you the female version of Steph Curry, or do I need to call Steph Curry the male version of Caitlin Clark? I mean, which one is it?
I think more than anything, it's like surprising, like you guys didn't know, like this is how women's sports are played.
It's a cautionary tale about the dangers of trying to succeed by taking shortcuts. Ever pondered how a top player can go from dominating collegiate basketball to earning very little money in the professional ranks? Therefore, Reese's desperate action was just the beginning. Teresa Weatherspoon, a WNBA legend who currently coaches the Chicago Sky, was destined to guide Anes through the difficult transition from collegiate standout to professional baller.
Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games, and we appreciate you.
Yes, sir! Yeah, baby!
Though you may imagine that a respectable coach would never hand out steroids like Halloween candy, Weatherspoon allegedly took things completely the other way instead of allowing Ree to adjust. Let us dissect it. It appears that Weatherspoon, a Hall of Famer, forgot everything she stood for as a player when she gave up her whole legacy to help a struggling rookie. When Caitlin Clark sees that cheating is the greatest way to stay ahead, she lights up the scoreboard. However, the big sneaker is that she was not only disregarding it, in fact, it was said that Weatherspoon was pressuring Reese to juice up. Can you picture yourself as one of Weatherspoon's other players, putting in throughout practice to adhere to the regulations, and watching your coach fret over juicing up the star rookie in a desperate attempt to maintain pace, and Clark discuss how a lack of trust in a team interaction depletes morale? Forget about it and relish a surprise. Since they are losing every game and everyone is pointing the finger at them, the Sky season ended sooner than expected.
About her, you're not doing this. You shouldn't be making the focus another statistic.
Angel Reese is the villain, Caitlin Clark is the hero, and Angel Reese continued to play into it last night by getting ejected.
Are annoyed. It's similar to seeing a slow-motion auto collision, except with basketball. It turns out that the WNBA had never had a steroid scandal this big before, and Reese's punishment was just the beginning. The spectators are confused, and the front office is undoubtedly worried about whether Spoon sacrificed her own reputation in an effort to protect Reese's. However, it didn't even work. The steroids didn't make Reese a WNBA superstar, and even after all that risk and cheating, she lost to Clark and was given a lifetime ban.
And when I was in my press conference and I was talking about being sexualized, like, I guess people thought that was like because I post pictures in my bathing suits. No, like
a representation of us as women in many different departments. That's important for women to see, that no matter what it is that we want to become.
How did they manage it? Let's just say that things got messy very fast. When the WNBA finds out that Reese is juicing when the Sky is tanking, they don't play around and ban Reese for life. Not a fine or punishment, you're probably thinking, wow, that's harsh. But the NBA has never dealt with steroids. Telling someone they can never play baseball or hoops again is the same as a major scandal before a straight-up lifetime ban.
People are calling you out on it when you post things like this on social media.
Although many people don't want to give Angel her credit, there's no doubt that the hero versus villain story is working in the WNBA's favor as well as Caitlin Clark's favor.
The league is attempting to attract more fans and be taken seriously. And now they're dealing with this mess after a Hall of Fame coach and a rookie conspired to go around the system. What effect did Reese's actions have on her team's prospects of qualifying for the playoffs? Fans are wondering if they can trust what they're seeing on the court, whether they're juicing too, or if that player is truly that good. It's like watching a champion watch a contender go from playoff contender to bottom of the barrel faster. Then you can say, steroid scandal. They finished with a 13-27 record, missing the playoffs by a significant margin. For basketball fans and Rays, it's like discovering that Santa isn't real, but she's not leaving quietly. She's accusing people and pointing fingers in an effort to drag everyone down with her. It's like watching a toddler have a tantrum, only the toddler is a professional athlete, and the tantrum is ruining careers.
Heads, the ones who are petty, the ones who are jealous, the ones who can't get on the new wave, is what is continuing to hold the league back.
Think was gonna happen, honestly. Work on look, Angel Reese has got some basketball skills.
When the WNBA hurried to control the narrative, the real story was happening behind the scenes, and people were talking about steroids rather than scores, scandals, and statistics in less than a year. The WNBA is trying to manage the damage, but it's like using a squirt gun to put out a forest fire. They're holding news conferences and making comments, but the damage has already been done. How can an up-and-coming talent transition from collegiate champion to WNBA? Let's talk about the fallout for Reese's career, Pariah. The answer is a social media collapse that even her most scathing critics were surprised by, ended before it really started. She went from winning the NCAA championship to being permanently banned from the WNBA in less time than you can imagine. Reese's current situation is like watching a house of cards fall apart. All the years she spent becoming a WNBA legend and earning that reputation were gone in an instant, and her legacy as a player is no longer discussed because of her incredible plays. Weatherspoon isn't doing much better either.
Angel's Rodman-esque rebounding, never seen anything quite like it. She has run away.
Caitlin Clark hasn't done anything. She goes out and plays basketball. I've never seen her trash talk. I've never seen her taunt Angel Reese.
After being suspended, it's like watching a train wreck unfold in real time as Rays went on a full-blown social media rampage, calling out the league, her teammates, and even Kate Clark. She is posting rants, sharing private conversations, and making accusations left and right. The Chicago Sky are left to pick up the pieces and rebuild their team and reputation from scratch, after she messed up so badly that it's like they're starting from zero, but with a big ugly asterisk next to their name. The WNBA is experiencing a PR nightmare as they try to demonstrate that they can handle major scandals like the NBA. But let's face it, this is next-level drama. They are making statements, calling emergency meetings, and trying to put out fires left and right. But it feels like they're always lagging behind Reese's most recent tweet. What's worse is that some supporters are actually defending Reese, saying that the punishment is too harsh and that she deserves another chance. What has the entire Angel Reese scandal taught us? It is destroying the WNBA community, with members arguing in comment sections and unfollowing each other on social media. The WNBA is currently facing its greatest difficulty ever. Will they overcome this scandal, or is this the beginning of the end, according to some experts? It's like watching dominoes fall, but the dominoes are people's hopes and reputations. To win back supporters' trust, the league needs to overhaul its governance and drug testing practices, which won't be easy. It is no longer just about Reese or Weatherspoon. The future of women's professional basketball is at a crossroads, and what occurs next might fundamentally change the direction of the sport.